Hi everybody, it's Becky from Bambinos and Me. So what I'm going to be teaching you is baby massage. And baby massage is suitable for babies from 6 weeks. Generally, this class is suitable for babies until they are crawling. But like all of my classes, I try to get across that massage is suitable for all children. My 10-year-old and my 6-year-old still love having a massage. So once you've learnt these skills, you can then continue to use them as and when you feel suitable. So there's going to be 4 classes. So this class is the first one, so I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about baby massage, and then we're going to do a leg routine, and then each class will focus on a different part of baby's body. The reason we do that is because if we suddenly massage baby all in one go, that can be quite overstimulating for some babies. And after all, we're wanting for babies to enjoy this, so it's a slowly process. So what I do at my normal classes, my in-person classes, is that 1 week we will do legs. In a week's time we would do the tummy. So don't feel that you have to do all of them just because they're accessible to you. It's a time for learning the techniques, practicing them over the week, and then the following week trying a different part. Obviously, if you feel that suddenly baby starts having tummy problems, then yes, of course, do have a look at the tummy section, but just don't feel that you have to rush through them, because like I said, we want babies to enjoy this. And if we do too much at one go, it can be too much for babies, and then you'll find that they don't have a like for massage. So it's very much about listening to baby. So I'll introduce myself. I always forget that bit. So if you haven't met me before, I'm Becky, and I am a mum to 2 girls who are 10 and 6, and I run Bambinos and Me. So I am a baby massage instructor. I'm a mum and baby yoga teacher, and I'm a children's yoga teacher as well. So I teach up to the age of 10. I'm also a colic consultant, and I am an advanced tummy time practitioner as well. So I have lots of knowledge to support you and your new baby. My previous experience before running Bambinos and Me was I ran a messy play company. So in my face-to-face yoga classes for babies, we have a lot of messy play. Well, at the end of each term we have messy play, but I'm very much one for telling you about lots of play ideas as well, so I will put those in throughout my classes. And I'm also a trained hospital play specialist, so I have a lot of interest in therapeutic play. I'm a Montessori teacher, and I have a degree in early years. So all my experience is in generally under 5s. So I'm always available if you need any advice as well. You can contact me via the Facebook page. So the aim of my classes, unfortunately at the moment we can't all get together. I do encourage mums to get to know each other, and at my face-to-face coffees we always have social time, so we always have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea and we have a chat, but unfortunately we can't do that. So I can link up people. You just need to get in contact with me. I can make Facebook groups if that's kind of a thing that you're wanting. But my aim is to give you some tools that you can use on your baby to support babies with teething, with congestion, with colic, with wind, and it can actually help babies with reflux as well. Even though we can't massage that particular area, it can give a bit of relief to babies as well. So it's a beautiful technique to learn. It's not just about offering relief though to babies. It's very much about bonding and getting to know your baby through non-verbal communication. And we do, and the bonding occurs with lots of eye contact. We also, when we massage, we release a hormone called oxytocin, and that's like a feel-good hormone. So that can support mums who are having trouble with low mood. And also, when we massage, we produce a hormone called prolactin, and that can help with milk production if you're breastfeeding, and it can also help with contracting the uterus. So going back to bonding, when we're looking at our baby, which we do throughout baby massage, we're talking to baby, we're touching baby, we're singing sometimes with baby. All of those factors and smell help us with the bonding process of our little babies. This is my baby. This is Hope. It can help with relaxation, so it can help babies to relax. It can help you to relax as well, because like I said, we're producing oxytocin, and that can help with relaxation. Babies aren't born knowing how to relax, so it's a great way of teaching them. And also it can promote stimulation. So when we are massaging, we are supporting something called myelination. And to summarise, that is the way that the nerve endings have a sheath which covers them, and that's called myelination. So when we're massaging, we're actually speeding up that process for baby. So it's a very special skill that you're going to be learning, which will support you and your baby, particularly at this time when we're at home. Okay, so what we always do, I feel like my camera is slipping down a little bit. I do apologise about that. You can tell I'm not that technically minded. So this course is very much baby-led. So what we always say is that we want babies to be happy and to be healthy. It's very flexible, it's very relaxed. You might find that babies will cry, and what we say when baby does cry is that they're trying to tell you something. So we always stop and we just give babies a bit of a comfort, and then we try again if they are allowing us. Now, having said that, the only time that we say it's okay to carry on if baby cries is if you are trying to offer relief for a particular pain. So if you know that baby is suffering from wind and you do a tummy massage and then baby gets a bit upset, it would be up to you as to whether you carried on doing that massage. The same with teething. The rest of the time we want babies to have this lovely, beautiful experience with their mummy or their daddy. So that's a good thing about massage, that anybody can do it on baby. So you may find that you might be changing a nappy, baby might be feeding, so obviously you can stop and carry on when you want to. I often say to mums when they come to my classes that quite often every mum will take it in turns to just be sitting and listening. And although I won't be doing it necessarily on these classes, at my face-to-face classes we always repeat what we've done in the previous week. So if you missed it for whatever reason, like you were sitting there feeding baby, you'll have a go at doing it the following week. You'll also get handouts as well. So I will email you a PDF with all the positions, all the techniques, sorry. And you'll also get a certificate that you can print out and obviously fill in as well. Sometimes mums take a photo and they just add it for like a memory book. So I'm just going to just turn it a little bit, and then I'm just going to talk to you about oils. So you may have received an oil pack from me if you requested one. So I use organic sunflower oil from Tiddly Poms. And the reason I use sunflower oil is because it's one of the most safest and naturalist of oils. Coconut oil is another one, but the smell is not for everybody, but also we're wanting babies to be picking up on your scent, that is part of the whole bonding process. So we don't want really strong smelling oils, but that's obviously entirely up to you. So sunflower oil is highly unlikely to cause an allergic reaction. It's non-toxic, so if babies do touch it and put it in their mouths, it's not going to cause any problems, and it's full of vitamins to nourish the skin. Now, having said that, what I would like you to do is to just get a little bit of the oil and just put a little bit behind baby's ear, because we just want to make sure that there's no reactions before we start putting it on baby's body. So if you'd like to do that now, and then I will just carry on talking for a little bit more before we start to do our massage, because it's very important that we get to know all the information before we actually start massaging. So when we're looking at pressure, it's quite a hard thing for me to teach you. We don't put any pressure on the skull because as I'm sure you'll be aware, the babies have fontanelles in the middle of the head, and for some babies that can take up to 2 years to be fully formed, but babies also have little fontanelles at the back of their head as well. So we just gently stroke the head. We don't put any pressure on the skull itself. We don't touch, we can touch the belly button, but we don't put any pressure on the belly button. The same with the spine. These are all ones that I will go through further with you as we go on through the course, but we don't put any pressure on the spine. We don't put any pressure near the groin, and we do a particular stroke under the arm, but we glide, so we're not putting pressure, we're not pushing at all, because obviously baby has lots of glands all over the body, and they're all slowly still developing. So there's certain times that we can't do massage. So when babies have had immunisation, we ask for you to wait for at least 72 hours. Minimum is 48 hours. And the reason for that is because when we are massaging a baby that's had a live vaccine, we are moving that vaccine quicker around the body than it needs to be. So we always say that you need to wait a minimum of 48 hours. We don't want baby to be massaged if they're not very well, if you think how you might feel if you're not feeling very well. So if baby has anything infectious, any temperature, sickness, diarrhea, we say that you mustn't massage them, and obviously you wouldn't be coming to class if baby has any of those anyway. If baby has eczema, then it is okay to massage baby, particularly because sunflower oil has loads of vitamins to nourish the skin. But if baby has any open wounds, particularly if they have very severe eczema, then you would just go around that wound. You wouldn't rub over it at all. Okay, so what we are going to do is just take a few deep breaths, because what we aim, what what my aim is of my classes is that it's a nice, lovely experience for mummies as well. So we always practice a little bit of deep breathing as well, and hopefully these are skills that you will then be able to do whenever you want to, whenever you feel the need to. Breathing is one of the best ways of calming yourself down, lowering blood pressure, and relaxing. And you can do these techniques whenever you feel the need. When I teach my younger children, we use a lot of props as well. So it's something that we try and teach children for a very young age to practice their breathing skills. Okay, so when we, you might have heard people talk about belly breathing. So belly breathing is a way of making sure that we're getting lots of fresh oxygen into our system, and we're releasing all that old stale oxygen. So it's not about breathing from our chest, it's breathing using our tummy. So when we take a big breath in, our tummy should get bigger, and then when we breathe out, it then contracts back in. And that's what we call belly breathing. And when we're teaching young children, so if you find this a bit tricky to do, the best thing to do is just to lie on your back, put a little something on the tummy, like a little cuddly toy or something, and just see if you can make your tummy rise up and down with your breathing. For some people it comes very naturally, for other people it can take a little bit of practice. So we're just going to take a few minutes. If you feel more comfortable, you can just put your hand on baby so baby knows you're there, or you might be holding baby at the moment, and that's absolutely fine. So we're just going to close our eyes if you feel comfortable, and we're just going to take a big breath in and release, and again a big breath in and release, and one more time, big breath in and release. And I just want you to say to yourself, I am special. And when we use affirmations, you'll find that it can really boost your mood, and you can say those things to you, to yourself, whenever you feel like it. Now, keeping your eyes closed still, we're just going to say to ourselves, I breathe in calm, I breathe out calm. And again, I breathe in calm, I breathe out calm. And just slowly opening up your eyes. So it's very important that we feel relaxed, that we have got the time to give our baby a little bit of one-to-one time, and we feel nice and calm, because otherwise we do pass on those feelings to baby. So we are going to just use the legs. So all we need is the baby's legs to be accessible. So I'm going to move my baby there, and I'm going to move the camera down a little bit just so you can see, if it will let me, the legs a little bit more. Don't want to see all my laundry, do you? So let's move baby over here. Okay, so we use the legs first, because this is the least vulnerable part of baby. So when baby is on the floor, babies are kicking out, it's very non-threatening for babies, and so quite often babies are actually communicating through their legs, letting us know they're excited or happy. So that's why we start with the legs first, because like I said, we want babies to enjoy this. So if we suddenly start on the tummy or the chest, which is quite vulnerable parts of baby, you might find that they don't like it. So it's a very slowly approach, very much listening to babies. So when we're going to be doing massage at home, what we're wanting is to find that quiet, alert time. So if you're thinking of getting some toys out for baby, so baby hasn't had a feed within the last hour, baby isn't too tired, when you're thinking of playtime, that's the time that we want you to have a go at doing massage. Some mummies like to do it before bed, and for some babies that will work. For other babies that will be just too much, because they might have had a bath, got nice and warm, they've got all sleepy, then you get them out and they get a little bit cold, then you dry them, and then you end up stripping them again, and it just gets too much and they just want to go to bed. So it's things that you can just try. Sometimes we recommend that you do a massage before the bath, so they've had the benefits of it, and then they can just go straight into bath and then bed. It's very much for you to have a play around with baby's routine, but also bear in mind that as baby gets older, that may change, so they may want to have a massage before bed. So it's just things to be aware of. Okay, so we're using lots of eye contact. Now I've put baby like this just so you can see the legs, but I'll also just put baby down so you can see. So you might like to put baby's legs on you like this, so you're not scooching too much, you're not going to be hurting your back, and that way baby is close to you and you can have a lot of eye contact. The other way you might do it is putting your feet under baby, resting under baby. So I'm going to just keep baby like this, but you might want to put baby on a pillow. It's just very much about trying to see what your baby likes the most. So we always start each week just by singing a little song to baby, just to make sure that they're happy and they're ready for a massage. So if for those of you that haven't checked already, if you just want to check there's no reaction behind the ears. If there is, please don't put any more massage oil on. If there isn't, then we will start. So we put a little bit of oil between our hands and we just warm it up so it's nice sensation for baby. And then we're just going to do that, we're just going to move our hands over baby's face so baby can smell, they can see, they can hear that sound. And then they get to know what's coming next. And then we're just going to sing our little song, and it goes like this. So if daddies are doing it, then obviously you can change the words for dad. If you're ready for a massage, rub your hands. If you're ready for a massage, rub your hands. If you're ready for some fun with your really wonderful mum. If you're ready for a massage, rub your hands. Okay, so we are going to start on the legs. And we're just going to stroke the legs to start with, just with our relaxed touch. So this is just letting babies know what part of the body we're going to be working on. It's also warming up the legs as well. Now, if you find that baby legs are very stiff, you can just gently give them a little bit of a bounce and just say, relax, baby, relax. And just making sure that you're constantly looking at baby. Lots of beautiful eye contact, checking in with them, checking that they're okay. So we're going to do our Indian drainage now, and we are going to go from the thigh down to the foot. And this is bringing lots of circulation to the feet. So quite often babies have cold feet. So this supports baby if they do suffer with cold feet. And it also relieves a lot of tension if you feel that you're kind of pulling all of that tension out of baby. So it's quite a nice relaxing one for baby. You might like to have some music on if you have a particular favourite music on. Okay, remembering lots of contact with baby as well, checking in with baby. And then we're going to move to the other side. Now, you might find that some baby massage instructors do one leg, all of the techniques, and then they do the other leg. I personally prefer to do it like this, just in case, particularly if we have very young babies, that they get upset and you haven't done the other leg. I just prefer it to be that your baby is evened out that way. Okay, so we're then going to do what we call a ringing technique. So this is literally gliding the hands over baby's legs. We're not squeezing at all. We're literally just gliding down baby's leg. And this encourages relaxation. It also stretches out those muscles, and it aids the lymphatic system as well. So it's aiding like lymphatic drainage. And we'll do that again on the other leg. So you can do techniques for about 6 to 8 times per technique. So I may not do all of those, just to get everything in to show you. Okay, and then what we're going to do is now from the foot to the thigh, we're then going to bring our hands back. So we're just returning all that blood to the heart. So this is what's known as Swedish massage. And remember, checking in with baby, checking baby's okay, lots of praise, well done baby, you're doing so well. And then the other leg. Okay, and then we do a rolling one. So again, this is not putting pressure on baby. We're literally just rolling the leg in between our hands. And this is rolling out any tension, and it's quite a fun one for babies to do. It's quite a stimulating one as well. And we can sing jelly on a plate, jelly on a plate, wibble wobble, jelly on a plate. And we'll do the other leg. Jelly on a plate, jelly on a plate, wibble wobble, jelly on a plate. Now don't worry about your singing, because baby will love your voice no matter what. Okay, so we are now going to do a little bit of baby reflexology. So in baby's foot, there's 72,000 nerve endings in the foot. So reflexology for babies works exactly the same as it does for adults. So when we're working on the foot, we're supporting parts of the body. So this is kind of what we're going to be doing. I'm just going to show you, if that's okay, how we just do a little bit of reflexology on babies. Now I'm going to put my baby into a position that you won't be, but so my baby's quite used to this. So we're just going to do what we call heel to toe stroking. So we're just going to stroke the foot. So we're just relaxing the foot, warming it all up. And then we're going to just do some thumb walking. And we'll do that on the other foot as well. So just warming the foot up. And we're working the whole body when we use our thumb, giving the whole body a workout. And now we're going to do what we call toe rolling. So we just get the toe, we're not pulling, we're literally just doing little circles with each toe. And this is a really good one if babies have any congestion in the head, any sinus trouble, and for teething as well. So we're not twisting, we're literally just doing little circles. And we can say, this little piggy went to market, this little piggy stayed at home, this little piggy had roast beef, and this little piggy had none, and this little piggy went fast asleep. Okay, and then another one we're going to do is we just put our finger on the top part of the foot, just under the toes, and we just put a little bit of pressure. And again, this can support babies with sinuses, with colds, with sticky eye. And we'll just do that with the other foot. Again, just putting some gentle pressure. Okay. And then a really good one is putting our finger in the middle of baby's foot and just putting some gentle but firm pressure on the foot. And this is the stomach area, so this supports babies who might be having a bit of trouble with wind or with colic. And this is particularly good if babies are in a car seat, you're traveling and you can't access the tummy area because they're strapped in. So this is a really good one for supporting babies. Okay, and then we're just going to go from the toes to the ankle, just doing some gentle stroking. And this again is aiding the lymphatic system, so it's boosting that circulation, getting that blood flowing again for baby. And then again we'll do that on the other foot. And then we are going to do some ankle circles. So we just make a little C and we're just doing some gentle rubbing over the ankles. So this is a really good one because it keeps joints mobile. It's very useful for when babies are starting to get mobile because they're beginning to use the ankles more and they're putting more pressure on it. So it's just keeping those ankle joints supple. Okay, so that is the leg routine. The other thing to just mention is that if your child has had any hospital tests, particularly on the feet, blood tests and things, then you might find that they're a little bit more sensitive to that, but you would have let me know about that in the health questionnaire anyway. So we're just going to now give baby a lot of praise, say well done baby, you did brilliantly, and the next I'll just hold that up again so I'm not talking down to the floor. The next techniques that I will teach you is for the tummy. So it can support babies who suffer from wind, from colic, constipation, and it can also support babies with reflux as well. So I will see you all next time for the tummy routine, and I will also show you a little colic routine as well, and talk briefly about colic as well. Okay, take care, see you soon, thanks for joining me, bye.